Crap, we lost a feed somewhere.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Drop Zone, brought to you by Doobie. And we have your boys here with you again, Anthony Young and Jeff Walsh. How you doing today, bud?
I would be doing better, but the Heat lost last night, so I am in Cancun with them in the off season. We're getting things right and ready and prepared. A lot to talk about in that. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but other than that, I am doing pretty good today. How you doing?
Uh, other than my back giving me problems, not too bad. Of course, we got some interesting news at the end of the show to tell everybody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you don't stop.
I don't know what you're talking about, buddy.
Yeah, I know. I don't get a text at work every other week or every few days with what different shit that you're up to. So,
I don't know what you're talking about.
mm-mm, no. What are you on the beach for? Your team is set and primed to fucking be in the playoffs.
Just because it's a beautiful day. We're just getting off for winter. We need some
Oh yeah,
sunshine.
yeah. It's finally done with winter. Here in Pennsylvania, it switches from cold to it's now 80 right now. Within minutes. So it's
Same
hot
here.
as Satan's balls in my room right now. So it's warm. But wait, what am I talking about? I'm in Cancun with the heat, as you see by my background. I'm not in Pennsylvania. I'm in my room. I'm in Cancun with the heat. Speaking of that, we're going to talk about the playing games, the NBA playoffs. Your Knicks drew a not so favorable matchup against the Atlanta Hawks. We will talk about that. Our thoughts about every series. There's very little NBA news and just a little bit of NFL news as well. That's all we got for today. Um, so we'll just start with the game that happened last night with the Heat and Hornets. It was a very good game, a very close game, a lot of controversy that I will speak my mind about. The Heat lose 126 126 127 in overtime against the Hornets. Bam Adebayo got injured there in the second quarter and did not return for the rest of the game. LaMelo Ball ended up hitting the game-winning shot with about 4 seconds left, and then Davion Mitchell went down the court and he got a shot blocked. That ends the Heat season. But the controversy is that LaMelo Ball clearly, in replay, intentionally tripped Bam Adebayo, which caused him to fall back on his back and get injured. How the refs did not see it or call that is beyond me. And since the stupid rule where you can't go back too far in a review, since nothing was called on the floor, they could not go back and review it and discipline LaMelo Ball. So LaMelo Ball was able to stay in the game and obviously hit the game, like I said. I'm not using that as an excuse for Miami Heat, but that's a huge piece of their offense. He averages 20 points per game, 10 rebounds, and he's a great defensive player. And we only lost by 1 without him. I'm pretty disappointed with LaMelo Ball. His excuse after the game was complete bullshit. He got hit in the head and he didn't know where he was. In the video, you can clearly see him looking up at Bam and grabbing his ankle, and he fell on the ground. To me, he should have been minimum given a flagrant 1, if not tossed from the game, because Bam was out for the rest of the game. So take out their best player too. It's sad that they had to go down to that to get rid of to just win the game. Which is get rid of our best player. I'm disappointed that we lost, but maybe it's an eye opener for Pat Riley to try and do something new, because Tyler Hero, I like Tyler Hero, but I think it might be time to move on from him. His defense is very lackluster. He gets injured a little bit too much, and I mean, somehow he kind of hurt the offense when he came back. Norm Powell was doing, I think, just a fine job with being the number 1 option. So a lot of things to change in Miami. Again, disappointing that it had to end like that on a play that I think LaMelo Ball should have been ejected for. If it was the other way around, I would have felt the same way. Like if Bam tripped LaMelo in the same fashion, I would want Bam to be ejected as well. So again, disappointing. Congrats to the Hornets. They did play well other than that one play. And they will be playing either the Magic or the Sixers. Whoever loses the playing game tonight, they will be playing Friday.
Okay. So for those who I did find the clip of it, give me a second. I'll share my screen. Now the clip is from Get Up from this morning.
There, should he have been thrown out of the game?
Should it have been a call? Yes. I don't think initially anybody thought that it was what it was once we saw the replay, right? Is LaMelo dead wrong for that? Yes. I'll admit he was wrong. That was a knucklehead play. I'm sure he wants that back. Will he be at WrestleMania?
I mean, I don't know how they could have said that was a good trick.
But
Yeah, I mean, that was,
do I think
that
that
was obvious.
he should be taken away for a game for that? No.
That was obvious. That's what made it upsetting. To me, if it was the other way around, if LaMelo got tripped by Bam, that would have been easily called. So I don't know why that wasn't called. But I mean, you can have your thoughts and opinion on it, because I already voiced mine.
Well, now that I actually got to see it, because I didn't see the game or anything, so I didn't even know anything about the trip. But now after seeing it, yeah, I mean, that should have been at least a flagrant 1, and he should have been thrown out of the game. Because you're right, if it would have been Bam, if it would have been the other way around, more than likely Bam would have been thrown out of the game. From what I understand, the league is investigating it. I mean, it doesn't do Miami any good now because they're out of the playoffs. But if after an investigation, he should. I don't think he. I mean, I don't like to see anybody being suspended, but for that he should be suspended because of the fact that he injured a player. Now I can't say it was intentional or unintentional, but the fact is you don't grab another player's leg or their ankles or any part of their lower body that's going to cause them to fall, and that's exactly what happened, and it caused him to injure his back.
Oh
Oh,
boy,
there
here
he is.
bright and early.
What's up, Jay?
Hello, Jay.
So yeah, I mean, like I said, for that one, I feel he should receive a suspension, at least a 2 game suspension. But yeah, that was definitely uncalled for.
The only reason why I think it was intentional is it's not looking good for Ball because he did it 2 years ago to Bam in almost the same way, but it was forward falling. He tripped Bam a few years ago. Hello, Jay. We're doing good. We're doing good as you see. We're at the beaches in Cancun. We're having a great time. Um, he tripped Bam 2 years ago. But this one, again, in the video, you can see him kind of look up and around towards Bam as he's grabbing his leg. So for him to say, "I didn't even see him. I didn't know what I was doing," that's a whole load of crap. Um,
Yeah, he can't use that excuse because you
no.
could. I mean, the video show he clearly looked up at him.
Yeah, he looked back and went like this, and he grabbed his leg and ankle. Um, I would like to see him at least suspended for this upcoming game.
No, we haven't seen Tiger Woods here.
No, no, he hasn't been rolling around yet. I think they're keeping him in his room, um, away from the bars probably. Um, it's sad because it is taking away from a very good game. It was a great game. Again, I'll give credit to where credit is due. The Hornets are a very good team. They've been playing great basketball. I'm upset that it's taken away from a good game because other than that, I don't really mind LaMelo Ball. I think that he plays a bit reckless and not in the flow of an offense sometimes, but he is a good player. But it's taking away from what is or what was a great game. Uh, but yeah, again, he have a lot of changes to make, and again, the Hornets will play either the Sixers or the Magic in round or in the second round of the play-in tournament. Now the other game, the
Yeah,
Trailblazers
because
and the
I just
Phoenix.
want to touch on something real quick on what
Okay,
you say. You know that the fact that it did take away from a great game for the simple fact is nobody's talking about the game. They're talking about the action that occurred, which basically takes away the attention from your team and actually puts more on your team and definitely more on you because of the fact that now that's what they're going to be talking about is how you tripped literally tripped a player and made him hurt and basically injure his back instead of them talking about how great a game it was. So yeah, I mean, yeah, it just he wasn't thinking.
no, I understand he felt like he got fouled, but that doesn't give any excuse to grab somebody's leg and trip him. And what the fuck did you say?
So what we're discussing, Jay, is during a Heat or Hornets game, LaMelo Ball, as he was on the ground, grabbed I can
Bam
never say
Adebayo's,
yeah Bam's leg, caused him to fall and injure his back.
which then he was out for the rest of the game, which then led to Miami losing the game, and now the Heat are out of the playoffs, which is my favorite team. So
No, we're not talking about no damn Cowboys.
no. So if you want to go look up the clip, we already showed it. Just you could just type in that guy's name, LaMelo Ball, and it'll pop up that he tripped Bam on a bio, and then in the replay you could see he obviously did it on purpose.
Yeah, as soon as I
Yeah,
typed in his name, that was the first thing that popped up.
it is fucked up because again, Ball hit the game winner, and we're not even talking about that. We're talking about what he did to injure another player, and now it's putting it into the league's hands of will they suspend him, will they not? And I wouldn't be no Jay, not go Cowboys. But in the second game, it was even more of a thriller. The Trailblazers and the Suns. Shockingly, the Trailblazers beat the freaking Suns. Danny Avdija had 41 points. Yesterday, I believe he should be suspended for that as well. But Danny Avdija, he had a great game. I mean, this was a great back and forth game, like the Heat and Hornets game was.
You're a Dak Prescott fan.
Yeah, you like Dak Prescott. You're not, I would say, a full Cowboys fan. Danny Avdija, an absolute great game. He's been playing a great season so far. I mean, he's had a breakout season to me. It was a great back and forth game. Both teams were up by double digits at a certain point, and both could hold on to the lead. Devin Booker had 22. Jalen Green had 35 points. A huge game for him. Really, the bench for the Suns let them down, whereas the bench for the Trailblazers really helped them out. Jeremy Grant had 16 points and Shane Sharp at 12. Drew Holiday, who they got from the Celtics, if you remember that way back when, he had 21 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. A good game. Again, like I said, Denny Avdija had 41 points, 7 rebounds, 12 assists, and 2 blocks. So the Trailblazers go on to face the San Antonio Spurs in round 1, which we'll talk about in a little bit. And the Phoenix Suns will play either the Golden State Warriors or the Los Angeles Clippers. Whoever loses or whoever wins that game tonight will face them in round 2 of the play-in. I'm a bit shocked. I expected the Suns to kind of easily win this game. And to me, I believe they'll probably get the Clippers in round 2 of the playing game. Because again, Warriors are a really banged up team right now. So that'll be a tough matchup. That's not who you want to draw in the second round of a playing game against Kawhi and the boys. Because yeah, it was the Heat and the Charlotte Hornets in the playing game, and the Hornets have to win one more to advance to be the 8th seed. So they're either going to play the Magic or the Sixers, who they play tonight. So whoever loses that game will go into round 2 of the playing games, and then they'll face on Friday to see who. So like whoever wins that game, either Charlotte or the Magic or the Sixers, will move on to face the number 1 seed, the Pistons. Yeah, so I feel like that the Suns are gonna get the Clippers in round 2 of it because, I mean, again, Warriors are to me just a lesser team right now. But yeah, I'm a bit shocked by this outcome, and Denny Avdija with the big 41 points and 12 assists.
Sorry, I was responding back to a message.
Rude.
So yeah, I'm just trying to get all caught up with everything, especially with Jay saying. I can see the
Jesus
Spurs
Christ.
being a one series and done kind of thing.
Nah, I don't think they will.
I don't see the Spurs being in a one and done series for the simple fact is that they have. I mean, Wimbyani is just too talented, and they have a lot of young talent. And I wish you quit it with these damn Go Cowboys. So, um, but yeah, I don't see the Spurs being one and done. Now, I don't. Are they going to win a whole series? Depending on who they match up with, they might get through the first round.
They're playing the
But
Trailblazers.
what was that?
I said they're playing the Trailblazers in the first round.
Yeah, so they should be able to get past the Trailblazers. Feels like they can be upset by a team that's just veteran savvy. Well, that's going to go for any team. Any team can be upset by anybody that, especially if it's a veteran savvy team, because they already know how to win. The younger teams, yeah, they might have issues, but we seen last year with Oklahoma, how that young team ended up winning the championship. So, I mean, anything is possible.
Yeah, I just think that the Spurs are too talented. They're just way too talented to lose. A lot of these veterans. I mean, I understand like what he's saying. The Nuggets to me pose the biggest threat to either the Spurs or the Thunder. To me, every other team in the West doesn't, to me, really stand a chance in a 7-game series. Um, to me, I would be shocked if it's not the Spurs or the Thunder making out of the West. I'll be honest with you from the start. I don't see anybody else beating them in a 7-game series.
Neither do I.
Do you have anything on the playing game that with the Trailblazers and the Suns, or we're good to move on to the ones happening
We can move on.
right now? Actually, all right. So today or tonight, the Magic and the Sixers face off in probably about 8 minutes. I think the Magic are gonna win because I believe Embiid is out for the Sixers. I think the Magic are gonna win, which then leads the Sixers to play the Hornets. And again, I see the Clippers beating the Warriors tonight. Again, just due to the Clippers are just a bit more healthy right now than the Warriors. With how many injuries they're dealing with at the moment. All right, and then we'll go into the round one matchups. I'm excited to ask you about your New York Knicks because they drew not a very favorable matchup
Yeah, I saw
against
that.
the Atlanta Hawks. I think you guys will win. I think it might go 7. I think they match up with you guys dangerously well. Um, like extremely badly well. Like it's Tony. It ain't looking good. Um, with how they're gonna match up with you guys. Um, but yeah, I want your thoughts and your opinions on it first, and I'll come back on that.
Um, yeah, when I saw who we drew for the first round, which was Atlanta, um, we never really had good luck with Atlanta. But now they no longer have Trey Young, so that might make it a little bit different. It's still gonna be a game I'm gonna be worried about, especially if we're not 100% because we still have a couple of players that are still banged up. But yeah, we should be able to get through the. It might go 6 or 7 games, but we should still come out on top. Um, like I said, as long as Everybody's we don't get any major injuries, and everybody stays healthy as they can be this time of the year. And Mike Brown doesn't do any stupid coaching decisions. We should be good to move past the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah, should be, and will actually do so is a different thing. Your defense needs to be good against this team with the Hawks. They're a very explosive young team right now, and they're hot. Um, they will get after you. They're a fast break oriented team. Um, so OG and McCall they'll need to lock up Jalen Johnson and the other guys. So uh, again, it's not the most favorable round one matchup, but that's what you got. And then we got the number 4 seed Cavaliers and the number 5 seed Toronto Raptors. That is going to be another great matchup, I believe. Raptors are definitely, yes, they are a young team, but they have RJ Barrett and Mel Quickly, who have a little bit of playoff experience with the Knicks. Then the Cavs have a lot of experience in the playoffs with Donovan Mitchell, Max Strus, James Harden, uh, and Jared Allen as well. So, Cavs, I think their window to win anything is really closing. So they need to get out of the first round, in my opinion. Uh, they've had Donovan Mitchell and really good Cavs teams for a few years now, and they keep missing out on making a long run due to whatever reasons. So I believe the Cavs will win this in 6, maybe 7. Again, I think these teams match up quite well also. So yeah, I mean, it'll be another tough series, but I see it going to the Cavs in, like I said, about 6.
Yeah, this is going to be a tough. I mean, this is almost similar to the Knicks and Hawks series because all four teams have almost identical records. The only difference is we have one more win than the Cavs do. But with the way the Cavs play, oh, not the Cavs, the Raptors play with that young core, they're going to keep Cleveland, or they're going to give Cleveland fits. Um, and again, all these series. I mean, I'm going to believe this one's going to go 7 games as well. And I'm actually picking Toronto just for the fact that RJ Barry got something to prove, Barnes got something to prove, and the rest of that young core in Toronto, they got something to prove that I don't see them laying down and making this easy for Cleveland. If they could still if they could steal 2 games out of Cleveland, they're going to win the series.
Yeah, because we've seen that Raptors fan base in the playoffs. They are crazy. It's
Yeah.
a it's an insane fan base in the playoffs. Um, I wouldn't be shocked if the Raptors win it. I do have a question for you again. Like I said, I think that the Cavs kind of window to win is closing. I don't know what you think about that because I think again, Down Mitchell, like their core, I mean, is still a bit young, but I mean, they've had chances and they keep uh not being able to do it and make it.
Yeah, I think their window is closing as well. I don't know because a year ago, I believe that was, I believe, 2 years ago when they got Donovan Mitchell, that team was coming up to be one of the strongest teams in the Eastern Conference, and they just keep flatlining. Either in the first round of the playoffs or the second round. So that window is definitely closing. It's getting smaller and smaller, and I got a feeling, if they don't win this series, which I'm predicting that they're not, that window's closed.
Yeah, again, and they just made the move to get James Harden, so they got a bit older, with a little bit more experience in the playoffs. But again, they got older in that department, other than Darius Garland. So it'll be definitely very interesting to see how the series turns out and what they will do afterwards, depending how the series goes. Um, Again, now in the West, OKC will play whatever 8 seed comes out of the West. And then we got the Spurs and the Trailblazers again. I see the Spurs winning this. To me, it'd be probably a gentleman's sweep. I think that the Trailblazers will get one game on them, maybe. It'll be a 5-game series. It'll be a quick series. To me, Spurs will handle their business against this team and move on. There's not much to say on this. To me, it'll be a very fast series and a quick series for the Spurs.
Which one game was that for? Or you
The
just
Spurs and
wanted
the
to?
Trailblazers.
Oh, okay. I don't see a full sweep.
No, I said a gentleman's sweep. I said a 5-game series. I said it'll be 4-1 for the Spurs.
Um, yeah, I got a feeling it's going to go 5. I don't see it going 6, and I definitely don't see it in favor of Portland. San Antonio just has too many weapons for Portland to deal with. Um, it could possibly end up being a sweep. I just don't see it. I feel Portland's going to end up getting one game because you know how all these teams are. Some of these teams always end up stealing one. Now, if they steal the first game if they steal the first game, then we might have an issue. But if San Antonio wins the first game, then yeah, it should be fine. They'll, I'll see them winning in 5 games. I don't see Bam being too much of a turnover prone. Wemby MVP. We got to see how it plays out.
Yeah, I mean, if there wasn't that stupid 65-game threshold, I would give it to Cade, Cade Cunningham, just for how amazing he's played. Luka would be a close second, but they're both not even in it because of the stupid threshold. So, I mean, or Jokic. I mean, Jokic led the league in assists and rebounds per game. Wemby should be Defensive Player of the Year, yes.
Yeah, I can see
Yeah.
Wemby as Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah, but MVP, I would give it to Jokic, just off of the great season he had again. Again, he's led the league and assists per game and rebounds per game. Speaking of Jokic, the next series is the Nuggets and the Timberwolves. This is going to be a great series. They match up with each other all the time in the playoffs now. Anthony Edwards and the Timberwolves, along with Julius Randle, Rudy Gobert, Mike Conley, and the other boys, are going against Murray, Jokic, and Aaron Gordon. and Denver Nuggets. I see the Nuggets winning this in 7. It'll go all 7 games. Because these teams are very evenly matched, and they again match up against each other all the time in the playoffs. And I think again, it's not going to be an easy series for anybody. It's going to go 7. But I think Jokic is going to be obviously the absolute X factor. Murray, he's going to have an occasional 40-point game. I think in game probably 3 and 6, he'll drop a 40 burger. But again, I see Nuggets winning this game or this series in 7.
Um, this is going to be a tough one. It is going to be evenly matched. Um, Anthony Edwards and Julius Randle both need to show up. Gobert definitely is going to have to bring his A game to at least slow Jokic down. If Gobert can't slow Jokic down, it's going to be a long, long series for Minnesota. So Gobert got to put his big pants on and step up. But with all that said, I do see Denver taking the series. I see the series probably going no more than 6 games. Just for the simple fact is, we know how Randall gets during the playoff times. When things don't go his way, he becomes a big baby. And that's going to affect the team as well. Is this run that the Timberwolves have been trying to pull off? Bro, I feel like the Timberwolves are the Bills of the NBA.
That's not a bad comparison. It's not
It's not a
totally
bad
wrong.
comparison.
It isn't.
All-star Anthony Edwards and somewhat decent cast can't can't get it done. Yes, Anthony Edwards is a monster. It's like I went back and said, Gobert has to step up, and Randall needs to get out of his. If things don't go right, start sulking and bringing the team down.
Mm-hmm. That was my biggest issue with him on the Knicks. I couldn't stand it. As soon as things didn't go his way, he'd be pouting, not fucking wanting to play at all, anything.
Exactly.
He would just shut down and give up. The supporting cast around Anthony Edwards needs to step up. It can't just be the Ant-Man show. Because it's not just going to be a Jokic show or a Murray show. It's going to be a team effort there on the Nuggets side. So, Edwards can come over. Nah. The cap room won't allow that to happen. That's why there's a cap space and a cap salary cap in the NBA. That just can't happen with how much they're going to have to pay all the players on the team, especially when they get older. No. Then the last series is the Lakers and the Rockets. With all the injuries Lakers I have right now, it's going to be a 5-game series. Lakers and LeBron, unfortunately, will get lucky 1 game. So I can hear about that. Oh, LeBron, he's going to do it. He's going to do it. No, he's not. I will be happy to say that LeBron will get knocked out in 5 games. Hopefully they play Bronny so we can all see how fucking terrible he is. Yeah, but that's what I got. Houston Rockets are way too talented, have way too much, and the Lakers have a G League squad around LeBron right now because Luka and Reeves are out. So I'm going with the Rockets easily in 5.
Yeah, LeFlop still plays.
Unfortunately.
I'm going with you with the Rockets. I don't see it going 5. I'd see it going 4. I think that's going to be the only game series that might get a sweep. because the Lakers have. I don't even think Doncic is back from injury yet.
No, they're both out. Reeves
So
and
yeah,
Doncic.
and LaFlop is just too old to do it by himself.
He might quit shitting dust. He is. I'm tired of talking about him.
So yeah, I like I said, I if this goes more than 4 games, I'm gonna be. Let me put it this way: if it goes more than 5 games, I'm gonna be shocked. I'm saying it's not gonna go more than 4.
Yeah, just unfortunately, I already know how it's gonna go. It's gonna be they're up 2-0. The Houston Rockets are. LeBron is gonna go into Houston, drop like 45 somehow. They're gonna win the game, and then all I'm gonna hear is, "Oh, LeBron's gonna do it. He's gonna do it," and then they're just gonna get beat the next 2 games. But he's I already know what the NBA scriptwriters are gonna do. They're gonna have him have that one game to have him do good and win the game against the Rockets. Just so that I can never hear the end of LeBron. Yeah, unfortunately, his son plays. Shouldn't have ever gotten drafted to the NBA anyway.
Don't get
That
me
just sucks.
started.
Yeah, we're not even gonna get on that tyrant. So, but I hope that they play him, so then the whole fucking televised world can see how bad he is. Um, but yeah, that's all the series for the first round. Again, the Thunder play either the Trailblazers, Warriors, or Clippers, and the Pistons will either play the Hornets or Magic or Sixers, and the Celtics will play either the Magic or Sixers. Britain, he's not. He's not. He's a beast in the G League. Cool.
I'm not
He's
going to even acknowledge that.
he is not a beast in the NBA. I'm sorry. He no. He had 5 points on 2 of 9 shooting the other night. He made 2 more shots than I did, and I went to work. Um, yeah, so we're gonna ignore that. The only NBA news I really have is that Milwaukee Bucks coach Doc Rivers steps down as head coach uh, after a 32-50 record this season. He had a 97-103 record. I'm not even acknowledging that one. A 97-103 record across 3 seasons in Milwaukee, 2 first-round exits, and missing the playoffs this year. The Bucks will pay out Rivers for his 8-figure salary for the final year of his deal in 2026-2027. Not surprising here. Stepping down is the nice way to put it. I think he knows that he would have gotten fired anyway. Just go off and retire, Doc. The game has changed too much for you to try and do your old coaching tactics in the new age era of what we have in the NBA now. Just go retire with your grandkids and kids and everything. Just go enjoy your retirement, because coaching right now is not your strong suit anymore. Because again, the game has just changed too much, and he's trying to still implement the old school way of doing things, and it's just not working, obviously. And Giannis is like, we don't know if he's staying or going. So, yeah, that's the only news I got. Doc Rivers departing after 3 seasons with the Bucks.
Yeah, I wasn't surprised that that happened. I mean, we seen it all coming that this was going to be his last year in Milwaukee. Um, Jason, I'm going to suspend your comment privileges if you keep it up. I said the same thing about Mike McCarthy. Well, yeah, Mike McCarthy needs to definitely retire as well.
But we got him, so. Yay!
But yeah, I mean, yeah, Doc needs to call it quits. Just hang it up. He got his one championship. He's basically. I hate to say this about Doc, but he's no longer in tune with the players of today. So it's just best because if you do get another job, you're not going to get a job with a contending team. It's going to be a rebuilding team that they're probably going to use you just to get started, to get the some type of foundation set in the organization that's just falling apart and trying to rebuild. And they'll keep you for like 2 years, 3 years at most, if that. I'm not even going to respond to that.
Nope.
Let's move on to the next topic.
Yep. All right. The only NFL news really: the Packers traded wide receiver Dontayvion Wicks to the Eagles for a 2026 fifth-round pick and 2027 sixth. Wicks will then sign a one-year, $12.5 million extension with the Eagles. Interesting that the Eagles are loading up on the wide receivers. I guess they really do kind of see AJ Brown leaving. Something happened with AJ Brown. I guess we'll find out. I don't know if you have anything on this, but I have a Colts news uh, to talk about as well.
Um, yeah, the Eagles are loading up on receivers. I don't see AJ Brown staying in Philly. There's rumors about him possibly being traded to New England,
Mm-hmm.
which is the latest that I've. Um, so yeah, obviously, they went from we're not getting rid of AJ Brown to okay, let's see what we could get for him.
Yeah, and load up
Um,
our receivers to replace him.
I mean, their best bet is to let AJ Brown go somewhere else, send him somewhere, because he's not going to be happy. He's just going to cause issues, and it's going to cause issues for the team. And we've seen how well that went last season.
Yeah, and the Colts news I got is the Colts and cornerback Kenny Moore. They have both mutually agreed to seek a trade for the star cornerback. Um, uh, I don't know, Jay. I don't know. Yeah, but Kenny Moore is done with the Colts. He has mutually agreed to seek a trade with them. Um, that's interesting. That's a huge piece of their defense lost. Um, I wonder who will get him because they're getting a very good corner. And Kenny Moore. So definitely very interesting. Very kind of shocking because the Colts are looking on the way up with the entire team. So Andrew Luck, I don't think is ever going to come out of retirement, Jay. Just I don't want to burst your bubble, but I don't think
Yeah,
he's ever
Andrew Luck is
coming
not
out of
coming out of
retirement.
retirement.
He is not coming out of retirement. But yeah, that's the only NFL news I got really.
Well, only time will tell if Justin Wally would be better.
hmm
I still think that trade that the Colts made for Sauce Garner was stupid. Because with that trade, they just basically set their franchise back like 2-3 years. Because now you don't have the room.
Mm-hmm. I just kind of stuck with what you got.
Exactly.
I do have one dummy of the week though.
Oh.
A surprise dummy of the week because I was looking at NFL news.
Yeah. No.
I don't know. I would love to trade those 2 first-round picks for Sexy Dexy instead of Sauce. Yeah, your line needs more help than your secondary. We could have swapped Grover for
Or
Buckner and 2
Buckner and two
first.
first-round picks. Yeah. Again, no.
The dummy of the week actually comes from the Cowboys.
There's a surprise.
Safety Marquise Bell was arrested last Friday with possession of controlled substance and marijuana charges. Yes, he is. Dex Lawrence is an all-time player. That's why Tony does not want to get rid of him.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. An absolute dummy. I mean, I don't know how many times I got to talk about it. I don't know how many times I got to say it. Stay off the weed. Stay off the weed. He was in possession of a controlled substance and marijuana, so something else other than just weed. Could have thrown Anthony Richardson in.
I'm starting to think Jay is a closet Cowboy fan.
Maybe.
Yeah,
He
I
might be.
got nothing to say on that because that was just sheer stupidity. And it goes back to what Stephen A says every single season. You know, the Cowboys always have a good start of the season, but he always asks a question: will everybody be available at the end of the season? And they're already starting off with that going to be a no.
Mm-hmm. Already starting off hot.
I wouldn't be surprised if you have a Dak Prescott jersey. I mean, he is, you know, he's a good regular season quarterback, but yeah, when it comes to after that, he's garbage. Oh, got anything else?
No, that's all I got. Again, that was a that's I didn't remember that there was that. But when I was going through the NFL news, I saw that. I was like, oh, that's my dummy of the week.
I mean, it's a good dummy of the week because he's a dummy. You didn't hit your button.
Oh, like I hit the fucking button.
Dummy. Yeah.
There you go.
Nah, Cowboys are my second favorite team, though.
Dummy. 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 Yeah.
Yes, we'll get into the sponsors in just a few minutes. But also, I got some kind of exciting news as well.
This guy don't stop. This guy don't fucking stop.
Uh, so yeah, I don't know. I guess did you wake up to that message this morning, or did you read it when
No,
you was at work?
I was at work. I got ding. I was like, all right, I'll look at it later because I mean, my phone goes off 100 times a night. I'm like, I don't have time to look at it every single time. It's normally sports, normally whatever sports app I use, it goes off a lot. Um, I wish those two. That would be cool. Dak Prescott retired. Kelsey and Swift called it quits. That'd be cool. But no, I was at work and I just kind of I read it and I was like, I'll answer it when I get when I get home because I needed the entire attention to read it and answer it.
So yeah, the message that Jeff received last night was that I was pretty much, my brain was working, coming up with more ideas, and we're working on coming up with an app for the podcast that's going to be compatible with iOS and Android systems. Okay, Jason, you're banned from making comments for the rest of the night. So right now, I have in development um, an app that's going to be on Android and iOS systems. And for those who are confused what the iOS system is, that's Apple. Once it's done, I will let everybody know. That way, you can also, again, you can still catch us on, YouTube, um, our personal profile pages. When it's working, right, the group page. And also on Spotify, Amazon Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and iHeartRadio Podcasts as well. This episode will be up pretty much about an hour after we're done, and it will have a short, little 90-second clip from the episode too as well. Figured out how to do that one. So again, we're out there everywhere. We're making it easier to, for those of you who love listening to us, because you never know with us who, if there's going to be a rant or if there's going to be a fuck up. You never know what's going to happen with us when we're live. So and we don't edit anything. So if anybody expect the podcast to be edited after the live show, nah. I just literally download the vocal and send it to Spotify, and it goes out. So everything you hear is 100% authentic and pure. Nothing is edited.
Dirty. I don't say nothing dirty. No, Jay. We don't edit anything. We are very just you know unscripted, unedited. We're just
I don't.
very authentic. I would say.
I don't want to know what he means by he's a good test subject.
Nope. I don't. I never know where things go with him. Ever.
And
But
now
yeah,
what I know Jeff is, not Jeff, but Jason's waiting for.
Yeah, our sponsor.
Remember, we have to call them partners now. We can't call them sponsors.
Yes, our partners.
Your current energy. Yeah, okay.
There you go. We're not cutting that one out. Take two.
Take two.
Action.
Your current energy drink is about to get replaced. Meet Doobie, the clean, jitter-free fuel belt for gamers, grinders, and anyone who refuses to run on empty. No crash, no sugar overload, just laser focus, smooth energy, and straight up performance. You don't sip Doobie, you level up with it. So ask yourself, are you still playing on low energy? Are you ready to unlock your fuel power? Grab your Doobie, lock in, dominate. Yes, as part of our agreement with having all major platforms, we can't use the word sponsor. We have to use the word partner or affiliate. I can't with him today. He's just on. He's just on one as usual.
Mm-hmm. I would be
Although it
shocked
would be
if it
nice to
wasn't.
know when you're gonna come back and join us, though, Jay.
Yeah, ever gonna come back into the YouTube scene, Jay? Because again, you still, as you see on the bottom, we still have your channel shouted out. He has toned it down. He's not been as bad. We haven't had to not have his comment up on the screen at least. He's working on it. He's in the process of coming back.
I mean, it's understandable. I mean, we was off for a bit as well. So,
Hmm.
but now we're back, bigger and better than ever.
Yep, man, I get hit with messages all the time.
That comment
I
kind of
have
scares
an
me.
idea. I don't know what he's talking about. He's talking about the comments, the YouTube. I have to retweak all my equipment, but I don't think I'm going to go crazy with graphics and editing. Whatever comes out is going to come out. That's what we do. To us, it's just easier that way. You know, whatever we say things, whatever is said, whatever. As you see, Anthony matched up with the start of the sponsor. We ain't editing that out. We ain't changing it. Everyone's gonna hear it. Everyone's gonna see it. That's how it's going.
Yep, we're unfiltered. We say what the first things on our mind, and whoever don't like it, hey, we don't know what to tell you.
Hmm. Do we have to hold back sometimes? Absolutely, because of our partners. But I I don't hold back much, or very often.
And neither do I.
Oh, I know, Jay. I know. I've had the pleasure of working with Jay, so I know he's definitely very unfiltered. And he don't care who he offends either.
That's how it should be.
RJ, you got anything else for us? Because we don't really have anything else.
I ain't got nothing else.
Okay, so I was gonna make sure that Jay doesn't have anything else, because he normally asks some questions. before we go. But I'm sure he just had to work too. He probably just got home from work. See, probably not. Right. No, sir. Very, very formal. No, sir. Nice. Early day. Got home at 3:30. 3:30.
Oh, that sucks.
Mm-hmm. See you, Jay.
See you later, brother.
Thanks for tuning in, commenting, and having fun as always. Yeah, Jay, I'll text you.
Right, we're calling it a night, folks. We'll see everybody next week.